the Sultan Theatre in London.
We'll just start to talk then. I feel online. So Meher, you're from Tunisia.
Yes.
You'll be performing with your group at the opening of the Dancing on the Edge festival. Can you tell me a bit more about what your show is about?
The project started. The idea of the project, I have it since 4 years ago, and I was trying to find an occasion to make it. And in 2013 I came in Dancing on the Edge. I was programming here with another play called Decisive, and then I proposed the projects to Dancing on the Edge festival, and then we did the first residency in November 2014 with Hazem Haider from Egypt and Hossein Khadour from Syria, and me, I'm Tunisian, lives in Berlin, and Meher actor, dancer, lives in Tunisia, and Maciej Piotr from Poland, and he lives here. So we worked 1 month in November. We did work in progress show here at Huis, Utrecht.
Huis Utrecht, which is well, you don't have to pronounce it right, but then the listeners know that it's different from Dutch.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay. We did it here in this beautiful theater in Utrecht, and then we stopped mostly for 1 year to find opportunity, other production to help to continue the projects, and then Sultan Theatre in London and Teatro Occupato in Palermo, they choose to involve in this project. So we succeed to make 1 month, the last month where we were in Palermo, to develop more the projects. Unfortunately, one of the dancers who couldn't make it for the next residencies, Hossein Khadour from Syria. He's still living in Damascus now. So now we have a new person with us. He's a performer, technician, performer, Matteo Pirandello from Palermo too. So this is, and we have the opening night of Dancing on the Edge on the 4th. We are doing the montage now with light and sound, and I guess we are mostly ready.
Yeah, Dancing on the Edge is about urgent dialogues between the Arab world and the West. What's your part in this dialogue? I mean, what will you be telling us? Sorry, what will you be listening to?
Yeah, from the cast itself, I try to bring as much as possible people from both sides. From East and Middle East and North Africa and Europe. For me, it was mostly, it's like any other performance I did. I always try to open discussions, political discussions, intellectual discussions. For any project I do, there is always a political aspect in my works, and this one I wanted to in my previous work, like in This Is If, I was more focused in the political situation in Tunisia, and
it was just after the beginning of the Arab Spring.
I did it before actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did in 2010, and I started touring after the revolution. Okay. And I got the first prize with this piece in the International Drama Festival in Germany, and I had the occasion to do touring in Europe and in North America and in Arab countries. So, and then I started to do another project called Hamlet. It's a new adaptation of Hamlet. It's talking about the artist's positions in what's happened after the revolution, the position of art itself and theater, especially theater, in the process of revolution in Tunisia. And then plastic, I had the first idea 4 years ago. I wanted to talk about the collector of plastic. It's like a new job. We say in Tunisia, like many people, they start to do that because there is no jobs, but also it's a good thing to help to collect the plastic in the streets. But they still have, like any other job in Tunisia now, the conditions are not perfect, and there is a lot of exploited worker and no covered. Yes, and they work more in black and stuff. And I wanted to work on this topic. The first image I had, I did a research in 2013. I went to a recycle plastic center and I took pictures, videos, and talked with people. And I had this image of a boss and his workers. They don't really know each other. Like, he's a boss, but they work alone and they bring the plastic to recycle plastic center. And they are very different people, young people, old people, from different, from different background. And I saw this image. I said, okay, I will start from this image, and I will make this show. And now, after time, we go more to the metaphoric aspect of plastic itself. And in my research, I found a similarity of producing plastic and producing ideas and point of view. I know that's the plastic we collect now, we recycle it, it's used from our grandfathers and grandparents, and it's something like we have to deal with it to find a solution for this all this plastics. So idea is the same thing for me.
Okay, it's very nice analogy. You have to recycle old ideas and
I guess it's
to clear them out. And
it's a huge work.
Yeah,
it's a huge. But how we can deal with this heritage of tradition, ideas, point of views, and all the young generation now, we're dealing with things that we didn't produce. It's not coming from us. It's not coming from our grandfathers and grandparents. Even the relationship between East and West is still very traditional. And actually, when we think too much and we start to talk about political issue together, we always find ourselves we are really far from this. You know, I don't care about the complexity of history between East and West. At the same time, you feel you want to be engaged in this, but how we be engaged? And so because of that, you see fanatic people, this is their way to engage in this problematic. And we are artists, we found that we go into ideas more and we discuss more. This is the urgent dialogue and dancing with the edge between Middle East and Europe and North Africa.
So one thing about your play, your last play, toured as well in Europe and America, and it toured in the Arab world.
Yes.
So we tend to think that's impossible. You can't have a play that pleases the Western audience and also pleases So is it as special as we think it is special? I mean, is it difficult to make a show which appeals to both audiences?
I guess yes and no. Depends of the show. For example, this is if it was there is a lot. It's a physical theater piece, but there is a lot of text, and I play always with the subtitles. But I never had a problem with that. People always, whatever in Canada, in Netherlands, in Germany, everywhere when I perform that, there is no problem with language. Because I guess the issue, for example, in all my work, I'm doing my best to touch all the human being, whatever their culture, whatever their background. I'm trying to be more clear, avoid things very identical to special environments, but at the same time not really far from my environment. I'm always still linked with Tunisia and Arab country and North Africa, and that's what helped me more to understand the issue we deal with young people now, especially in this condition of dialogue with Europe. When I start to travel and I start to live in Europe, and I had many questions, especially like I feel responsibility to clarify to foreign people what's going on in my country, what's going on in this, but at the same time I don't have to do, and I'm not I don't want to be the official representative of my country or of my culture. I cannot do that, and if the art is just to show the people what's going on in Tunisia, I guess it's just people go to YouTube and see videos and watch what's going on there. It's not this the point. And I was pissed off for this thing, especially with the fans and everything. Like they want something about revolution, but what's me revolution? Even us, we didn't understand very well what's going on there. So it's really like hypocrite, and to talk about artists, to talk about the political issue when there is nothing really clear, you know, and still things going on, and you cannot say, okay, make a piece, the revolution start like that and finish like that. It's so superficial thing. So for me in plastic, let's say it's more dancey projects. There is no really text on stage, but there is characters and there is a kind of story we're telling. And I wanted to touch more to express psychological situation of in this relationship between East and West and Middle East and North Africa or whatever, between people, especially East and West and Middle East. We have a very complicated relationship, and at the same time we want to be in Europe, and at the same time we are very linked to our country. And when we go to Europe, we are always look like Arabic, but me actually I'm not Arabic. North Africa not really Arabic. Even Egyptian are not really Arabic, you know. So at the same time when we look at my country to look European, all European. So it's pity that even that we see it in the artistic scene too, and in the very intellectual debate. When I feel that, I see like it's pity that we want to make more dialogue, we make more complications. And so my way is to talk about that and to find a solution for that, because anyway history itself, it's for me like all what that produced in history in the past. We should not take it personal. And that's what, like in my country and everything, in Arab countries especially, we're still dealing with this problem. And when they educate us history, it is always in personal way. So you don't have space to make your own opinion. And so all the young people, they have the same point of view. If some people have a chance to go and travel they will see the reality, but people in my countries, they cannot do that, especially young people. So same thing, I'm trying to talk about many things in this show, but I'm just in very ironic, poetic way. And the plastic is just the frame and the occasion to be with an Egyptian, to be with the European, to discuss these things, these very sensitive subjects.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I think you've been very informative about this. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
We did very good work.